Okay, Tuka, let's see how you did on your writing. Okay, so a title could have been better by saying differential diagnosis, measles, chickenpox, and scarlet fever. Okay, remember to indent your paragraph. That means leaving a space here, the first line. Okay, so you should really start your sentences where today starts. Okay, in today's world, healthcare is not restricted to hospitals. However, it is reaching homes through visiting nurses. Okay. Remember, you're talking to visiting nurses. They're quite aware of this. Okay, so you're sort of stating the obvious, right? Okay, since there are many childhood diseases that have similar signs and symptoms, and as a visiting nurse, you should be able to distinguish between them. Okay, this letter will help you to differentiate between the three common childhood diseases. Okay, you have a spelling mistake here because you shouldn't leave a space here. Diseases, measles, chickenpox, and scarlet fever, depending on the changes and developments in the rash in each disease, I think you want to say. Okay, so not a bad introduction. You've introduced a topic. It is a little bit weird that you're telling nurses something that they already know, but other than that, it's quite good. You're introducing a topic, telling them that you're going to tell them how to differentiate the disease. So you've done a pretty good job with the task here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about the other day. You need to have a topic sentence to start your paragraph. Okay, in measles, the rash starts appearing 3 to 4 days after the infection. Okay, so the first sentence, your topic sentence, should tell us what you're going to talk about here. So I think you're going to talk about the appearance of the rash, so let's see how you do. So you're missing a topic sentence here. It begins behind the ears and forehead and then spreads to the neck, arms, legs, trunks, and finally the legs. Okay, unlike measles, chickenpox rash starts in the trunk or scalp before appearing in the nose. The rash continued to spread to the palms and then to the soles of the feet. On the other hand, okay, good use of connectors here and differentiating between that. The rash in scarlet fever begins to appear in the neck, trunk, and arms. Okay, good. Let's see what you say in the next one. While the rash in measles looks like red spots in addition to tiny white spots. Okay, you're not exact. It's not actually in addition. It's with red spots or little tiny white spots, known as Kaplan spots, associated or located under the mouth and usually used to confirm the diagnosis of the disease. Okay, the rash in chickenpox is flat pink to red spots. Moreover, it looks like develop a rose petal. Okay, I think you've misstated this. Looks like a rose petal is what you want to say. The spots then become bumpy and finally blister. However, scarlet fever rash is about 1 to 2 millimeter bumps that look like sandpaper-like rash. Okay, so you've described the look of the rash now. This should also be a separate paragraph, and you should also have a topic sentence. Okay, so hopefully this is your conclusion. Post chickenpox, again, you need to indent your paragraph. Both chickenpox and scarlet fever rashes are itchy, but the rash is not itchy with measles. Okay, not with the patients, but with measles. But also remember here, chickenpox is definitely itchy, always itchy. Scarlet fever is sometimes itchy, so you change the information. So you lose a little bit of marks here for changing the information. The rash lasts for 1 to 3 weeks with chickenpox, whereas it stays 4 to 5 days in scarlet fever patients. Okay, so now you've described the itchiness, and let's see what you say. Rash can be used to distinguish between these three common childhood diseases. I hope that hope this letter helped you to differentiate between them and lead you to a perfect diagnosis. Okay, good. So you've summed up. You want to maybe mention that the appearance and the location of the rash will help them to distinguish between that, and that would make it a perfect conclusion. It's pretty good. You didn't put a word count here, but I'm going to guess that you're pretty close to 300 words here, maybe a little bit over. But anyways, everything else is quite good. You're a good writer. You just need to work on a couple of technical things, like starting your paragraphs with topic sentences, indenting your paragraphs, making sure that your conclusion also highlights the important differences, okay? But good. This is much better than your first one. Good job.